Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sideline. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Gary Harris is out there with Rollins. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, in its small and power forward, it'll be Flagg and Davis. Kyrie Irving is out there with Exum. And it's Lively in at the 5, down low. Well, no doubt these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Lets it go with the 3. And Irving pulls it down. Pass to Flagg. There's the triple. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Flagg's got the first 3 points tonight for the Mavs. Rollins the pass to Turner. On the wing, Giannis. Fires the 3. The shot by Rollins, no good.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. We talked about their defensive game plan for Giannis, and he told me the best way to guard Giannis is to keep him out of the paint and force him to be a jump shooter. The only problem is no one's figured out how to do that consistently. Giannis always seems to find a way to impose his will. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Irving. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
Outside Turner. Pass to Rollins. Davis against Giannis. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
And here's Irving. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Flagg. And it's sent back by Turner. Antetokounmpo against Davis. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Prince. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Davis setting the pick for Exum. Down low. Antetokounmpo with the steal. To the paint. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And if you look at what he's done over the last few years, Greg, is Giannis still getting better?
The numbers say yes. Field goal percentage, points per game. He's still a double-digit rebounder, an all-time great, breaking new ground.
Now Flagg following the three-point attempt by Miles Turner over Prince. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
The defender wanted to block Flagg a little too much.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Flagg. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching the over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch-rival Pacers in Miles Turner. A bold move to say the least, but they feel he's the perfect addition.
Yeah, truly a two-way talent. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. Milwaukee's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And Harris wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer, no good. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Gary Harris.
Well-rounded. That's the term you saw all over Flag's scouting reports. Everyone was attracted to a guy who looks like he is capable of doing it all and doing it at an NBA level with the proper development.
And he makes the first. Indoors with the big trade last season, there's more than a little pressure to win in Dallas.
Kevin, this organization traded away a generational star in Luka Doncic, one of the great players we've seen come into the league as an 18-year-old. And you've got a player in Anthony Davis who has an injury history and is 6 years older. You better believe there's pressure in D-Town.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Last game, 26 points. Turner with a screen on Davis. Here's Giannis, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And his athleticism comes through in all kinds of ways. You've got to be nimble to make moves like Giannis.
Irving can't hit.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
Giannis kicks to Harris, and here's Antetokounmpo outside. And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Rollins grabs the board. Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Sinks the triple. Giannis has got 9 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Well, while we have a second, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Pass to Exum. A 3-ball. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Really good anticipation by Dante Exum. He feels the defense laying off, and he sticks it.
Now here is Harris. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Turner with a screen on Davis. Left side, Turner. To the left wing. Just 5 on the clock. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Yeah, Miles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Irving drives in. Plays it up off the glass.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Here's Rollins. Last time, 14 points for him. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 9. Prince. And Davis sends it back.
If you're near the hoop, you have to know where Davis is, or the brow will make you pay.
And it's Flag missing. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against Denver. Prince kicks to Harris. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. Harris outside. 4 on the clock, and here is Turner. Shoots over Lively. The shot by Turner, no good. Now Exum, guarded by Harris. Here's Lively. Now Irving. Here's Flag. A miss that time, would have put him up.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Outside Turner. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And the Bucks miss again. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Bucks also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Prince, and Anthony subbed in for Gary Harris. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Gafford, and that one drops. And the Mavericks lead by 2. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Giannis outside. Tries the hook. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
And a quick check of the stats for Kyle Kuzma. How he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I'll tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Hardy's checked in. Out to Russell. Pass to Hardy for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. To stop the drought. Anthony down low. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Boy, this guy can get up in a hurry. Cole Anthony, how about your hops?
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Marshall finds Washington. Russell from long range. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Russell passes to Hardy. Back to Russell. Shoots over Kuzma. And Russell gets it to go.
Well, this is a main strength of D'Angelo Russell. When he gets room to shoot from the mid-range, there's no hesitation.
Launches a 3. Rebounded by Gafford. The Mavericks leading. You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motor. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Dallas. And then for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Trent comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Jackson in for Rollins.
What you love about Daniel Gafford, he knows who he is. He's going to be a force in the painted area on both ends. He's going to take high percentage shots, and he doesn't mind the dirty work.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the 2nd most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's 2nd ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Cole Anthony, a guy who has just tremendous feel for the game. He's obviously been around it from the time he was very young. Just understands where the ball should be at all times. Good passer, aggressive scorer.
Here's Kuzma. The Mavericks making the shot. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And here's Washington outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
So big for his team when P.J. Washington is connecting from deep. That space is invaluable.
Kuzma kicks to Anthony. Over Russell. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And so it's Dallas, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
P.J. Washington is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Russell. Then it's Najee Marshall. And it's Gafford into the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Kuzma's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you gotta be cognizant of where Kuzma is at all times. A really dependable shooter from the perimeter.
And Davis puts it in.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Portis, a screen on Russell. And here's Anthony from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 8 points.
Cole Anthony, the exact guy you want to take an opportunity to answer from three.
Russell with the bucket.
Aggressive move in the painted area. Just make some things happen.
Bucks trail by 8. Steps back. Here's Anthony. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. The Bucks also with the sub. Amir Coffey's checked in for Kevin Porter. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Let's now go to the sideline. We got something on Dante Exum. How's he doing, Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Mavericks. He told me they've diagnosed a hairline fracture of the arm, which they have been able to stabilize. It's tough losing a player like this near the halfway point of the season. They'll just have to find a way to replace his production until he comes back. Back to you guys.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you.
Boy, tough news for him, for his family, for his team. And, you know, it's not just him affected. This is the whole organization. And what you hope, obviously, some guys heal faster than others. You hope he's one of those guys.
Dallas again missing. Bucks trail by 4. Trent passes to Coffey. Trent outside. Pass to Kuzma. Just 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Dallas leading by 4. Thompson outside. You know, Doris, it's an ongoing debate, but some believe that the game is better today than ever before. I think it is. What about you?
Well, Kevin, despite what you might hear from players from prior generations, I 100% agree with you. Each and every year, we seem to be setting a record for the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. The players have never been more skilled. We lean heavily into analytics. It's in a perfect place.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Taurean Prince comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's Gary Harris in for Trent.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Thompson outside for the 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 9. Outside Anthony. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. Anthony's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Russell. That one rolling around and rims out. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 4. Anthony with the bucket.
There are certain guys who know and believe they can be a top option offensively. Cole Anthony cooking right now.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Kevin, back to you.
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. And that one drops for him.
You know, just what they were looking for right there. That's not a shot he's going to miss.
Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And it's Washington missing. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Well, what you get with P.J. Washington, we've seen it, Doris, an all-around game.
Kevin, he's cross-positional. He can make shots in big moments. He can absorb a huge defensive assignment, and the man loves to compete.
Here's Thompson after the made shot from Cole Anthony. Here's Davis. Davis using his size.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. A different look for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Washington. Clyde comes in for Najee Marshall. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Klay Thompson. The Bucks also changing it up. Turner comes in for Bobby Portis. And Rollins subbed in for Gary Harris. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Trailing by 2. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Tyler Hero and the Miami Heat. Then on Friday, they'll take on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, it's going to be game number 4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
And now we go courtside for this story on Daniel Gafford. What's the situation, Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for Dallas let me know the status. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. A return to the floor was very 50-50. It's the kind of injury that would sideline many players, but everyone's built a little differently. So guys, he's gonna brave it out.
Allie, thank you for the update. Well, at least we know now how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
And so it's Milwaukee with it, following the three-point basket by Dallas. Pass to Turner, shot clock at 2. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
Great vision out to the perimeter. You know the spots on the floor where the release points are. That is beautifully done.
Swiped it away. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Davis sends it back.
At this point, finding blocks comes naturally for AD. He just anticipates and attacks the basketball. Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Anthony. Really left alone that time. Anthony's got 21 in the game.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
Russell kicks to Davis. Irving against Prince. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Anthony, the pass to Prince. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now it's an 8-point Dallas lead.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Anthony on the wing. Back to Prince. Turner with a screen on Irving. Anthony kicks to Turner. No good with the triple. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
And the Bucks with possession here. The Mavericks making the shot. Turner with a screen for Antetokounmpo. Pass to Turner. Prince outside. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner. Prince has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Now Irving in the corner. It's flat. And it's off from three-point range. Rollins against Russell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Free throw drops for Rollins. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Washington comes in for Davis. And it's Williams in for Russell. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Harris is checked in. Rollins hits them both. 36 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Washington. Wants to get it to Lively and does. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And one area where they've improved here in the second quarter is getting the ball in the paint. That inside scoring has gotten much stronger.
Martin's checked in for Williams.
Second personal. Second team.
And that one misses.
Derek Lively, one of those guys so easy to root for. Plays with a high motor. He's all about winning. A very team-oriented guy.
Turner with a screen on Martin. Giannis automatic inside.
Well, right to the rim. If there's a size advantage, you attack immediately.
From deep three-point territory. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no words, as usual. We'll see if Coach can get into their heads. And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
And a look here now at the Bucks. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Cole Anthony having a dominant impact, guys, in this game.
Yeah, something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Mavericks leading by 6. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Rollins is out there with Gary Harris. And it's Prince in at the small forward spot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For Dallas, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
At the line for Dallas. Flag. 1 shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one, no good. Great D that time from Davis. TV, no question. Anthony Davis had a lot of hype when he was drafted in 2012.
Kevin, how could he not? He won a national title collegiately. He has incredible size and skill on both ends of the floor. That hype was real, and it was earned.
Here's Rollins, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Turner passes to Giannis. Stolen by Lively. To the middle. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Always looking to get to his spots. Flag applies non-stop pressure on the defense.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Bucks trail by 12. Pass to Rollins. Outside Turner. Here's Rollins. Shot clock at 5. Turner with the screen for Antetokounmpo. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Stolen. Harris passes to Giannis. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo.
And what I love about Giannis, yeah, he's a superstar, an MVP, a champion, but best of all, Giannis is an incredible ambassador for the game.
And that one's good. Russell.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Outside Turner. Here's Rollins. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Rollins got it back down to single digits for the Bucks. Outside, Davis takes a 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Giannis gets it to go.
Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. In fourth, the Bucks.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Irving. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Gary Harris.
Kyrie Irving so good at keeping defenders off balance. Earns a trip to the free throw line there. Nicely done.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. For Kyrie Irving, Doris, what a run to the finals in 2024 with the Mavs.
He works seamlessly with the great Luka Doncic. And the beauty of Kyrie Irving historically is put him next to a great player and you will not in any way diminish his game.
You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And checking out some stats for D'Angelo Russell. Last season's performance for him. Put up about 12 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
But certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 15. The Bucks working the ball around. Misses the three.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Boy, Irving decisive on that drive, gets the foul because of the intensity, taking it to the rack.
The Mavericks have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
And he knocks down the first one.
If you listen to other NBA players, Kyrie Irving is one of their favorites to watch. He has as complete an offensive arsenal and as pretty a game as there is.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, guys. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team, but things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Back to you.
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
Milwaukee shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Washington's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Flag. On the wing, Irving. Over Harris. No good from Irving. Bucks trail by 13. Here's Rollins. He's got 7. Now Flag. Lively a screen on Prince. Over in the corner, Washington. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, P.J. Washington, so skilled at knowing when to rise and fire.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis punches it home.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
And that one's good. Flag.
I just don't know how you stop this guy. Flag is everywhere.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. 17-point game. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Rollins. Takes it from 10. Kick out to Giannis. Fires from deep. And it's Flag with the rebound. Flag's got 4 rebounds now tonight. 17-foot shot on the way. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Marshall, he's checked in for Russell. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. And here's Harris from the arc. Mavericks with the rebound. Lively's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now, here's Washington. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Prince, the pass to Rollins. On the wing, Turner. And again, the Bucks miss. Dallas leading by 19 points. Here's Irving. Here's Lively. Milwaukee with the rebound. Harris passes to Rollins. Turner with a screen on Irving. Portis finds Turner. Here's Rollins. 5 to shoot. Harris passes to Turner. Stolen by Washington. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Flag. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks trail by 19. Rollins the pass to Portis. And the shot goes in. Portis has got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Washington. Outside Irving. And the layup falls. Irving's got 15 points.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
On the wing, Harris. Outside Portis. Shoots over Washington. Nice shot by Portis. And it's 6 points for Bobby Portis. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Floats one up. Pass to Washington. Now here's Marshall. Dallas moving it around. Here's Irving. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving, one of the outstanding mid-range shooters. This guy legit 3-level.
Irving against Rollins. Portis for 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lively's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And that one's good. Flag.
And no one expects this to be a key area for Flag, but he might consider folding it into his game more.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Miles Turner. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Prince. Trent's checked in for Gary Harris. And Anthony subbed in for Rollins. Now here's Kuzma. Back to Giannis. Portis sets the pick for Giannis. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. The shot's good from Gafford. Gafford's got 9.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Giannis. 20 points for him.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Up top, Russell, covered by Anthony. They get the rebound. Pass to Flag. Over Trent. And it's Flag missing. Bucks trail by 19. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
He's had a few chances at the line. 1 of 3 in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he sinks the second. And so it's Cooper Flag making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Daniel Gafford. Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. And there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Marshall in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Giannis. Kuzma inside. He's covered by Washington. Kuzma can't get it to go. Pass to Gafford. It's Davis on the wing. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 16. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. From outside, off the mark. The Mavericks shooting so far very efficient. All around, about 55%. Davis with the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Kuzma outside. Giannis a screen on Washington. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
And Marshall kicks to Davis. There's Russell with the 3. A shot off that time. Bucks trail by 18. Giannis outside. Back to Trent. And the rejection by Gafford.
A big body and not afraid to get physical. Daniel Gafford send it back.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Christie's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Turner's checked in for Portis. On defense, Dallas. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. And Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Daniel Gafford.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
And the first one at the line is good.
He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
Irving's checked in for the Mavericks. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Christie. From deep Washington. Drills the three-pointer.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The shot's good from Christie. And the Mavericks lead by 21.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And the jump by Giannis.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
What a masterful performance from Kyrie Irving. He's over a decade into his career. He can still take over a game.
Now here's Kuzma. Giannis outside. Turner with the screen for Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Giannis has got 18 points now here in the second half.
Boy, hard to operate any more efficiently than this guy has this quarter.
From deep Washington. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Christie. The Bucks also changing it up. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Harris comes in for Gary Trent. And Rollins subbed in for Cole Anthony. Outside Irving. Can he keep it going? And Dallas again with the bucket.
Yeah, the way Kyrie varies his pace, hard for any defender to guess right.
Antetokounmpo passes to Turner. Here's Harris. The Mavericks pull it in. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Shoots from the high post. And Russell gets it to go.
And one of the most versatile scorers in the league. D'Angelo will sock you from all angles.
Rollins with the bucket.
Worked that one inside nicely.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Outside Irving. Over Harris. Irving can't get it to go. Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Mavericks leading by 22. Outside, Davis. With the floater. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Clyde comes in for P.J. Washington. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Now here's Giannis. Can't hit from 12. Dallas has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Davis finds Irving. Over Harris. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's now 23 points for Kyrie Irving. And the Bucks, their shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Harris looking it over. At the top of the key, Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Rollins the pass to Turner. And the rejection by Lively. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Hardy comes in for P.J. Washington. Here's Rollins. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Marshall with it. Outside, Davis. Out to the right wing. Here's Hardy. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Gafford with the steal. Ball going up court. That's good from Davis on the assist from Gafford. Davis has got 6 in the quarter. Buck shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Rollins. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Antetokounmpo drops in the layup for 2. Antetokounmpo has got 31 points.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Marshall can't hit. Here's Milwaukee now. Pass to Prince. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Taurean Prince. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
What we know about Taurean Prince is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it all out on the floor every night. For coaches, that is such an invaluable trait.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Washington comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Russell in for Hardy. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Washington. Marshall up top. Defended by Prince. Marshall gets the bucket. Bucks shooting here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. Russell against Rollins. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trades.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
Williams, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And he comes up with the deuce.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kyrie Irving.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
That's good from Harris.
Now, Gary Harris, simply put, guys, has been not only one of the best free throw shooters, but one of the knockdown shooters in the league. For him, it's really been trying to stay on the court and away from injury has been his biggest challenge.
Now, here is Russell. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Giannis. Turner with a screen on Washington. Inside. 5 on the clock. And here's Harris from the arc. A rebound by Washington. Outside, Russell. Now, here's Washington. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce. She's standing by with our player of the game.
Kyrie, what does it mean for this team getting the production off the bench that we saw tonight?
It's big time. When you're a basketball player and you're able to make the right plays and play at a high intensity level and really come out and make an impact on the game, no matter if you're starting or coming off the bench, we've seen special guys do that. I'm glad we came out and handled business. It's a good win.
This team is so unselfish. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Kyrie Irving.